Hey, what's up everybody? It's Jason24CF for EventHubs.com and also RG Gaming, bringing to you a new episode in our video series of product reviews, no longer just for the fighting game community, but for gaming in general. Us fighting game players just don't play fighting games, we play other games as well. So my video reviews are going to be focused more on just catering to all gamers in general, not just the fighting game community, but everybody in gaming as in a whole. So with that said, I'm now happy to be a member of RG Gaming. I'm going to be doing some video reviews for them as well. You may know of them as they sponsor players like Rico Suave, Sonic Fox, and now Filipino Champ. So, with that said, let me show you the product that I'm going to be reviewing this video review. And that's Soundblaster's Omega Wireless with the Recon 3D sound card. Now, you may be saying, hey, this is an old product. Why are you filming a video review on this now? And you know what? You do have a point. Many of the video reviews I've seen for the Omega Wireless and the Recon 3D really didn't go into great detail. I went out, when I finished viewing those videos, I was left with more questions than actual answers. And also one of the number one questions that, most of those videos didn't answer was, well, will these headsets work on next-gen consoles? So with this video review, I'm going to tackle that question. Will these headsets work on the next-gen consoles like the PS4 and the Xbox One? So I hope to bring that to you. And also, show you more features that this headset offers that, again, that other videos that just didn't cover. They just showed you the product, said it did this, it sounded like that. I'm going to really test it on a wider spectrum of sound, on different audio sources, not just gaming. I'm going to test it on music, movies, on multiple devices, not just the Xbox and the PS3. I'm going to test it out on my Blu-ray player, my TV, as well as my Mac, to see how well these headsets perform, because they can connect to multiple devices. So I'm going to get to the unboxing, show you what's featured inside, and then for there run a few tests, and then hopefully at the end of the video, and let you know if this is an item that you definitely should invest in, or maybe you should pass up until Soundblaster makes an upgrade to these headsets. So that said, let's get to the unboxing, and I'll show you what's inside. Alright, so here we are. We're getting ready to do the unboxing for Soundblaster's Omega Wireless with the Recon 3D. Let's open this up. I know there's countless videos out there with the unboxing, but I wanted to do one as well because maybe the contents have changed from those videos to when I'm filming this review. So let's move that to the side and let's see what we have here. Let's try to remove this box. Actually, no, it's a panel, and that looks like those are the headsets there. Let's see what we have up here. I believe this is the Recon 3D sound unit itself. Let's open up this tape, slide out the device nice and slowly so I don't damage it. It would be pretty bad if I damage it without even using it. But there you go. There's the Soundblaster external sound card. Looks like that you can remove this panel here. I believe that's where the wireless chip goes in to transmit the signal to the Omega Wireless. Let's see, there's a USB to power as well as the optical in. There's a headphone jack as well as a mic, some controls. So let's see, let's keep it moving. Let's see what else is inside. Let's remove that panel, and I believe that now allows me to take out the headsets. So let's remove the headsets again. Yep, more tape. Let's get the tape off, pull out the headsets, and there they are, the Omega Wireless. If you've seen Filipino Champ use these at many majors, I'm happy to give these a test. They look very nice. Feel very sturdy so far. The ear cups have a nice good cushion to it. There's a good flexibility on it. It says they're Tactic 3D. Again, good flexibility, sturdy. There's the adjustments. Let's try both sides. Alright, let's put those to the side, and again, let's see what else is inside. Lots of instructions, most likely in different languages. There's a CD to install either on your PC or your Mac, so you could use the headsets with your personal computers. Again, different instructions in different languages. More paperwork, whatever. Here's the chip itself that you put into the Recon 3D, and that transmits the signal to the headset so they communicate with one another. Let's see how we insert this, make sure we put it in the right way. Reminds me of the Nintendo days. Taking it, with a little throwback. Okay, there we go. No, I had it the wrong way right way the first time. What? Alright, there we go. Finally I got it. Nice and firm. It's installed properly. Won't slip out. All right. Okay, let's keep it moving. Let's see what we have. Here's our voice chat function. It looks like for the Xbox 360, volume up and down to turn the mic on and off. 2.5 millimeter connections, both male connections. Here's your optical cable that connects to your console or your home theater system into the Recon3D itself. Let's see, is there anything else? Looks like that's about it. There's nothing inside. All right, so let's get ready to get to the testing. All right, here we are. I have the Recon3D set up to show you some of the few ways that you could set up the Recon3D to get the full potential out of the unit itself. Now, when you look at the box states that it works with the Xbox, PlayStation, PC, and Mac. One of the omissions that I've noticed was there's no mention of the Nintendo Wii or the Wii U. Now, I can understand why the Wii's not mentioned because, you know, again, it's an older system. Many people probably don't play it. I still use it because I have emulators on there and such, so I enjoy playing some old school games. Now, with the Wii U, fine, it may not be up to the standards of current gen systems or next gen consoles, but it's still a good system in itself. You know, there's some good games coming out for it. So, I mean, you probably still would want to use your headsets for those games coming out. And I'm going to show you how you can do that or explain to you how you can do that. Now, it all depends on your TV system or home theater setup that you have. Now, if you have a LCD TV that has an optical out or audio out, like a 3.5 millimeter jack, you can use the Recon3D and you could have basically all your consoles and your home theater system connected to the TV, and then from there send the audio out from your television into the Recon3D. From there, the Recon3D will then transmit that signal to the headsets. Now, depending on what connection you go about, for example, if you use a 3.5 millimeter jack, you could only get stereo sound from your television through the headsets. If you're using the optical, you get digital, where you could get Dolby Digital, and you could also get surround sound. Again, it all depends on your TV and the settings that you use for, I guess, to output the signal. But let me give you an example how I have it here. So aside from the Xbox 360, everything that you see there is connected to my television. So the Wii U, the Nintendo Wii, my Blu-ray player, my cable box, the Xbox One are all connected to the television. Now, depending on which source channel that I select, that audio signal will go into the television and then from there into the Recon3D. So there you can see it as an example how you could fully maximize the potential of the Recon3D. Again, you could be able to use the Nintendo Wii U and the Wii with the headsets just by making sure you choose that audio source, and then from there, if your TV has that ability, send that signal out to the Recon3D. Alright, here's an overhead view of the Recon3D as it's powered up. And as you notice, you have blue LEDs on each side showing you that it's illuminated. You have your SBX, which is more for PC and Mac use. And then you have your Scout Mode, which is already presets that were already programmed into it. I say that would be a better option to use when you're using consoles or television and such. So definitely, I would say stick with Scout Mode. You have volume up and down, so you could also control the volume on the unit itself as well as the headset, and also mute, just to mute everything out. Now, as you can see, you have a LED flashing where it says connect. Basically, that's showing that the headsets are not powered up and they're not communicating with the headset. So I'm powering up the headsets now, and you will see they stay fully illuminated because now they recognize that the headsets are on and they're communicating with one another. And directly over it, you have the Dolby Digital sound. And right here, the small indicator will show you if you're using Dolby Digital, it'll light up a blue color as well. Currently, I have a 3.5 millimeter jack connected to the unit, so therefore you won't get Dolby Digital. But if you do use the optical in with the consoles or your home theater system, and you change the settings to send out a Dolby Digital sound, this blue light will illuminate, showing you that you're getting Dolby Digital sound. So again, that's a brief overhead view of the Recon3D. Now let me show you something that I came across while I was testing the Recon3D with the Xbox One, and I can show you multiple ways that you could hook up the Omega Wireless with the Xbox One. So let me give you a quick example of the multiple ways you can set up the Omega Wireless with the Xbox One. With the newly released headset adapter, you can now use the Omega Wireless without using the Recon3D. You could use the Omega Wireless by using the supplied 2.5 millimeter jack connected to the adapter that was supplied with the Xbox One controller, plug it into the controller itself, and now you'll get stereo sound as well as the chat function for the Xbox One.
But with that said, you get limited audio quality through the controller settings. So it's best, I would say, to go with the Recon3D. Now when you have the Recon3D power up, as you can see, there's a blue light indicated up on top that shows you that the Dolby Digital is on. The Recon3D would be the better way to go about getting your in-game audio, because it has a much louder output level for the headset, so it will definitely be able to cater to your needs. So the best way to go about it, if you're still using the chat function, is to, on the Xbox One controller, is to lower the game audio on the controller itself, so you could just get the audio, game audio from the Recon3D. Again, you'll still be able to have the chat function. So again, that's two ways you could connect the Omega Wireless to the Xbox One, which was a really nice feature. It just happened to stumble upon it as I was going through my tests, because I do multiple tests to make sure, let me just try every multiple possible angle I could come across to how to connect this unit to multiple consoles. Now you can see with the Xbox 360 powered up directly above, there's only one way you could connect the Omega Wireless with the Xbox 360, and that's with the Recon3D. You have to have the optical out from the Xbox 360 to the optical in of the Recon3D, and that's how you get your in-game audio. In order to have the chat function, you have to use the 2.5mm jack connected to the Xbox One controller, and that's how you have your chat function. So, as I get ready to wrap up this video review of Soundblaster's Omega Wireless with the Recon3D, hopefully you got to see many of the features that this headset, along with the Recon3D, is able to offer. As you can see, I showed you many multiple setups that you could really maximize the full potential of the Recon3D. Again, anything that has an optical and digital out, you could use the Recon3D. As you saw in the video demonstration, I showed you multiple setups where you could set up the Recon3D either to your LCD TV, and then from there have all your systems, your home entertainment system set up into the TV, and then that audio signal will go into the Recon3D. So you could use these headsets for multiple things, as I showed in the video. You could use it for movie use, gaming, watching a TV show, late at night. Again, being able to use these headsets in many different ways is a great bonus. And again, headsets are becoming more important when it comes to gaming, but I would say more in home entertainment as well, because with TV manufacturers, they're making the LCD monitors slimmer and slimmer, and with that they're going to have to compromise on something, and in most cases it's going to be with the speakers into the units. That's why you're seeing more home theater systems being sold, as well as those big sound bars that are going underneath the LCD TVs. Well, with these headsets you could do just that. So it's time to give you my pros and cons about the headsets. Let's start off with the pros. The headsets are built are very sturdy, very flexible. You get good, good comfort with these headsets. I would wish that the ear cups were a little more over ear instead of on ear, because at first it's getting used to having the ear cup pushed down on my ears. So after I say about an hour or so of use, I would feel a little bit of ear fatigue. But after a while, once you got a little breaking in on the headsets, it wasn't an issue after that. Sound quality on these headsets are amazing. The 50mm drivers, produce a great quality sound. The bass on these headsets are amazing. You get about 8 hours battery life on the headsets, and then you could still use them as they're plugged in by the USB cable, so you'll still be able to have the wireless function. As you saw with the Xbox One, you could use them two different ways. You could have it set to where you'll get the audio signal from the Recon3D, or you could just connect these straight to the Xbox One controller with the headset adapter, and you also get the chat function as well as the stereo sound through the headsets. But again, it's definitely better to use the Recon3D, because you get a louder sound spectrum from the Recon3D as opposed to what the Xbox headset adapter is able to offer you. Really don't have many cons about this headsets. These, I would have to say right now, probably my favorite gaming headsets to use, and also I use them for, again, multiple reasons. Again, connected to my home theater system late at night, I don't want to disturb my family, just put these headsets on and I'm able to enjoy whatever's on TV. You could play the Wii U on this, or the Wii. You could run your emulators on your Wii, and then from there you get everything through these headsets. So all in all, I would have to say I would definitely recommend these to any gamer that's looking to get a pair of gaming headsets. The wireless function, again, is a great plus because you don't have any wires in the way. You could stand up, move around, put the controller down, still hear what's going on. The chat function worked pretty well. Audio quality that came through it from the chat was decent. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of negatives at the moment. Unfortunately, there's just not many I could think of. Aside from the ear cups, wish they were a little wider so they were more over ear instead of on ear. That's about it. But I mean, everything about these headsets is it's a great plus. The Recon3D itself is an amazing unit. Again, I showed you you could use it for any headset because it has a headphone jack and also as well as a microphone jack. So having the Recon3D is a great plus. You know, if you go out to tournaments, you could take the Recon3D with you, hook it up to the console. Then from there, you could either use stereo headsets with a 3.5mm jack, or you could take these headsets with you and use them at either tournament you go to. So definitely, you know, go check out Soundblaster. Visit their website, soundblaster.com. You could also follow them on Twitter at Soundblaster. I'm definitely going to put a link in the description down below on how you can purchase these headsets. Again, scale from 1 to 10 or 1 to 5, either way you want to put it. I would say if it was 1 to 10, these are definitely a 9. If it's 1 to 5, 4.5. I mean, again, the only negatives is I wish they were more over ear instead of on ear. Pulls from that, everything from these headsets are great. Actually, now that I think about it, there's actually one more thing I wish you were able to do with the Recon3D, the SBX function. I wish you were able to use that on your consoles as opposed to just having the use of it on PCs or Mac. If you were able to customize those settings and then from there use those settings on gaming consoles, it would definitely be a great plus because you could, again, set the equalization, set the surround sound to how you feel more comfortable with, instead of just using scout mode. The scout mode does work very well. You're able to tell the direction of enemies, enemy fire. If you're just playing campaign games, I mean, and you feel, you know, immersed in that campaign. You feel as if you're in that gaming world. If you're watching movies, music, I mean, these are great headsets. Again, you know, they, when it comes to sound, they fit my needs. You know, sound is subjective. Every one of us has a different way we like to hear sound. Some of us enjoy bass, some of us just enjoy mid-tone, some of us just, you know, enjoy the highs. So again, having that equalization function is a great plus. So definitely go out there if you're in the market for a pair of gaming headsets. These would be the ones to look into. I highly recommend them. Check them out on Twitter, on their Facebook fan page as well. I'm also going to put that in the link in the description as well, and also their website. I'm going to have that all in the description down below. I thank you for your time. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, support, you know, the fighting game community and just gaming in general. And again, I thank you for your time. Look forward to more videos, and we out.